For the best grooming products for you. Yes, all natural and handcrafted too. We wanna help in your swagger, your style, class, and luxury. Make our products tailor-made for you with high quality. Yeah. So get in style with the black, yeah. Grooming company. To give you swagger, style, class, and luxury. In luxury. Yeah, black, gentleman, black, yeah. Company, give you swagger, style, class, and luxury, in luxury, yeah.
Located at www.theblackgent.com.
Y'all know what it is. It's the Find the Boxer game. Purchase a box for a chance at winning $500. One of 54 boxes has a missing boxer inside. Purchase your box or boxes by Cash Apping, $, usual 50/50. Include your box number, name, and email address. Your box number will be confirmed and sent directly to your email. Each box is $20, with a 1 in 54 chance of winning. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
Y'all know what it is. It's the usual suspect 650-50 draw. Buy your tickets now for your chance at winning half the pot. Cash App, $, usual 50/50. Tickets are on sale for $10 for one, $20 for 3 tickets, and $50 for 10 tickets. Put your desired amount, name or alias, as well as your email address, and your tickets will be set. We announce the winning ticket numbers every other Friday on Supreme Beats Boxing Talk Bullshit on the Beltway, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Remaining proceeds will go directly to the LDBC meet and greet in Las Vegas. Shout out to the LDBC, and remember,
it's a usual suspect day.
Yo. What's good? What's good? It's Stormy B Man, and I am back. Welcoming you to another edition of Stormy B Man's Boxing Raps. Yeah, this is number 61 in the series of Boxing Raps. This is my reaction to the Fatal Fury West Coast presser that just took place a little while ago. And rather than make a video about it, because I'm all in my feelings about what I just witnessed, I thought I would just come on live and maybe we could talk about it a little bit. I didn't like what I saw from this presser. It was more of the same from the opening presser that took place, what was that, on Friday in New York. But it was something that was a bit of an eyesore and a bit of, I don't know, it stirred some feelings, man, that I really have to sort out. However, the ones who were conducting the DAZN broadcast coverage of the presser, they had a chance to, before signing off, go to Bill Haney. And that's where things got very, very interesting. But before I get into that, let me explain a couple of things. Nerds on Culture for this evening is being postponed to next week. My brother and partner in crime, Drew Titan, had a family emergency that he had to take care of. So, you know, with that, I was basically going to try to kick back the heels. But I watched that presser, man. And I was like, you know what? I don't like what's going on here. But Bill Haney came in and righted the ship, regardless of what they think and the comments that were made after they tossed that mic his way. He didn't give them what they thought he might. And I can almost guarantee you that they will be less inclined to try to step to Bill and ask him anything going forward. And that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, if any of you didn't catch it and you happen to have the DAZN app, you can go out there and check it out on DAZN. Specifically the DAZN coverage, because I know Matchroom covered it. And I think there's one other page that covers it, but it's the DAZN broadcast team that we're talking about here. I don't have the names of all the culprits, and it's probably best that I don't, because it's time to really drag these guys' name in the mud for what they pulled this evening. But salute to everybody out there. Please smash the like button as you come into the building. I like to see a show of hands of who was able to catch this and who was able to catch it on DAZN. Were you guys who are in here right now, were you able to catch the DAZN broadcast of the presser? Just a show of you could just type 1 in the chat if you were able to catch the DAZN broadcast of this presser. Do a quick roll call, see who we got in the building. It's just a few of us, a handful, but that's okay. All it takes is 2 for it to be a crowd. Yeah. So Kamara, the Stepping Razor, is out there saying salute to Sensei. Shout out to Trill Bill. Absolutely. Chilltown Majors in the building saying Sensei, salute. Chat, what's up? Brother King Style Productions is in the building saying salute Stormy B Man and salute to the chat. Jamal Davis is in the building joining us saying salute Stormy and chat. Peace and blessings. Yeah, man. Yeah. This presser seemed to project that this is the Ryan Garcia show. They've got him headlining this Fatal Fury card. It's going to take place May 2nd, Friday, May 2nd in Times Square. And there are 3 bouts that they're looking to put on. I don't know how this is going to go down, but it's really interesting how they've put this together. Now, apparently, Turkey Al-Sheikh is behind, putting money behind this situation. And the promoters, Golden Boy and Matchroom, are, co-promoting this event. We have, in the first bout, Teofimo Lopez taking on Arnold Barboza Jr. And that fight is for the WBO super lightweight title that Teofimo currently holds. Teofimo brought his trash talk to the presser, and Arnold Barboza Jr. brought plenty of threats. I can only hope that he doesn't forget to fight the fight and can keep himself in check, because I've seen fighters behave like he's behaving and they've had a lack of focus. The co-main event will be Devin Haney taking on Jose Carlos Ramirez in what I term the highest quality matchup on the event, the scheduled event. And Devin has the toughest task at hand. It's no mistake that this is by design. Similar to when they had the Day of Reckoning card and Anthony Joshua was allowed to take on a soft touch in Otto Wallin, while Deontay Wilder took on, I believe it was Joseph Parker back then, in a fight that saw Wilder, who had been out of the ring for a long time, and Joseph Parker was working on his 4th or 5th fight within a year and a half. So he had been very busy, as opposed to when Wilder hadn't been. So what I'm saying here, the channeling of setting a tried and true fighter as Devin Haney, putting him in tough. Why didn't they match up Ryan Garcia with Jose Carlos Ramirez? You see, it's just interesting, the decisions that's being made for some of these situations, but I'm throwing total support behind Devin Haney. But still, we can talk about what they seemingly are trying to do. In the main event, it is supposed to be a welterweight fight, probably a catchweight fight, where Ryan Garcia is taking on Rolly Romero. And if you were to ask me, I think that Ryan has the easiest task of the night, and they've headlined him to be the main event. How do you get suspended in your last fight for testing positive for PEDs? Get a hearing on it and plead guilty, and come back headlining an event and putting the guy who you cheated when you were so-called challenging for his title originally in the bout where you tested positive, and he becomes your co-main event. There's something wrong about this entire affair, people. Something wrong. I don't like it. And I don't like how they play in our face with turning cheats and people who should be punished into those who can be rewarded and compensated royally, literally, for their endeavors? Is there no longer justice? Is there no longer something called due process? The last I checked, this is the US of A, right? It's just, it's a whole lot to swallow. It really is. King Styles Productions is out there. What's happening? Jamal Davis, Universal Truth. Woke is back with us. Jimmy Bernard, Eric Jordan, Antonio MMA. What's happening with you all? Glad to see you guys here. Please hit that like button as you come into the building. You know, during the presser, the announcer couldn't wait to once again press Devin Haney about coming back and hopefully getting an opportunity to fight Ryan Garcia if they're both successful on this card to meet next for a rematch. But again, wording, scripting, how he was asked, "You're coming back from a beating," they say. A beating? What beating? Because the man was knocked down 3 times doesn't coronate the fact that he took a beating. He got dropped 3 times and basically won every round that he wasn't knocked down in. But where was this beating? Beating people. We're not talking about where a ref had to jump in and stop it because he couldn't defend himself and things of that nature, or he was counted out or something. Every time he got knocked down, he got up. Didn't they speak about Tyson Fury being such a warrior from getting up from being knocked down by Deontay Wilder, arguably the hardest punching heavyweight in today's present heavyweight division? He was never thought of as taking a beating, and he went down a total of what? 4 times in the fight, 5 times in a fight, in 3 fights with Wilder. But they don't talk about him taking a beating. Mr. Shelton, what's good, bro? Inflammatory questions and remarks like that, trying to set the brother Devin Haney in a certain direction, but he handled it with polished skill and aplomb. He was great. And he's not there for Ryan Garcia. He's there for Jose Carlos Ramirez. They didn't press Anthony Joshua when he was sitting on the dais with all the other heavyweights, including Deontay Wilder, when they were talking about that the fight between he and Wilder would be next. They didn't press Anthony Joshua saying, "Why haven't you fought Deontay in all these years? You were once both heavyweight champions with all the titles between the two of you. Why didn't you step up to the challenge of becoming undisputed when you had that opportunity? They never asked those type of questions of AJ. So they pick and choose who they want to try to drag through the mud or across glass, broken glass. It's disrespectful, because I have to admit that Jose Carlos Ramirez, former lightweight super lightweight champion, he and Haney were the two most dignified fighters at the presser. The way that they carried themselves, the way that they answered questions, the way that they represented who they are and where they're from. Everyone else was a part of a circus. And though you could possibly go with Barboza Jr. in a matchup against Teofimo, I think Teofimo is in his head right now. And until that bell rings and I could see Barboza show some discipline, right now I give Teo an advantage because he's picked that guy's skull. Rolly behaves as if he's not disinterested. He's not really concerned either way. And someone must have talked to Ryan, because the behavior that he displayed this evening on the presser was a lot familiar to what we saw back in April of 2024. So maybe they talked to him after that first presser and told him, hey man, you got to say some things because we need you to kind of sell this press conference. But at what cost? The loss of dignity and respect in the sport? I don't like that. Listen, you could still have a banger of a presser without all the profanity and without the prodding of someone trying to take advantage to take shots at a particular guy. And it seemed like once they saw that the crowd, which was definitely against Devin Haney, because anytime he says something or they mention his name, the crowd booed, almost as if on cue, almost as if they were prodded to do so. But he was cheated last April, people. He was cheated. And the man who cheated is being celebrated, championed. Rolly did say one thing that was very interesting. He said Ryan ain't trying to be a world champion. He said the past couple of times that he had an opportunity, he didn't make weight and things of that nature. So the titles weren't on the line, which was true. So what is Ryan doing in the sport besides taking drugs? I have a problem with this. This is my beloved sport of boxing. And guys with class and dignity, that means something to me. I'm not going to go to an NFL game or an NBA game or a Major League Baseball game, and the guys that are playing on the field or the courts are going to be yelling at me, F you, and stay at home if you don't like it. What? Have you looked at the price of admission to the sporting event, what the tickets cost? Bill Haney. They came to him and they tried to ask him some questions about the presser. And I take my hat off to Bill Haney for how he responded. He went in and let that guy have it. He let them know that they had no class, no dignity. It was an angled lynching of his son out there by a guy who's being celebrated for cheating. Cheating, and he didn't win because he cheated. And he also admitted to cheating. Nobody twisted his arm. He was not at gunpoint. What is that? And then this Sergio Mora guy who continues to talk about how handsome Ryan Garcia is and his looks. I wish that Ryan would just take him to the bathroom, Bernard Hopkins style, and give him what he's looking for. But where's the class in the sport? Ravens Nation, what's good with you? Okay, King Styles, that's what his name was, Todd Grisham. Because, you know, sometimes it takes me a moment to get these guys' names because I have such despisement. It's like, you know, whoever this guy is, I'm like, you know what? Get him the hell out of here. But Bill checked him. You're right. Big time. It was nothing to be proud of. And as Bill indicated, Devin is a two-time world champion, youngest in the sport, undisputed champion. All class, and has done things the right way. And they basically turn him into the villain. And this association with having taken a beating? In what fight? Being knocked down is not taking a beating. Manny Pacquiao dropped Juan Manuel Marquez 3 times in the first round of their first fight. The fight went the distance. A 3 knockdown rule was not included in that fight. Did Juan Manuel Marquez take a beating? There is a personal assault on black fighters that are not only considered in the class of elite, but particularly when they stress independence, intelligence, class, and skills. It seems like more and more that they look for people who don't have that and align themselves with that party to have something to root for. And it has absolutely nothing to do with underdog status. It has nothing to do with being an underdog. Hearing them boo Haney at this presser reminded me of like when Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury were at their very first fight weigh-in. And the people were booing Wilder, the heavyweight champion of the world, Americans, booing Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury from the UK. Yeah. You saw it. I saw it. I was going to play the sound bites of Bill, but I don't know that I should. Let me see if I can pull that up. I want to get to that specifically because I want you guys to hear this. I want you to hear it, man. Give me a second, fam. I'm going to try to pull this up. Okay, I got it. I think I have it here. Do you guys want to hear Bill Haney's comments? I mean, this is like fresh off of it. You know, when I went live here, it was just after that had ended. So if you guys want to hear it, I'll play it for you. But you need to hear Bill stand up. You need to hear this. I mean, this is freaking ridiculous, man. Okay, here you guys. Give me a 1 in the chat. Once I'm gonna play it as soon as I finish speaking. If you can hear it, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear it. If you can't hear it, put a 0 in the chat and I'll stop it and try to start playing it again. So as soon as I finish talking, I'm gonna hit play.
We've talked a lot about the state of mind of Devin Haney coming into this fight after that last loss. Let's hear more about that. Todd Grisham is standing by with the father and trainer of Devin Haney, Bill Haney.
Yes, Bill Haney is here, and your son is still the undisputed champion of the world. I know you wanted to get that out.
Youngest undisputed champion of the world, and you're full of shit.
Me?
You're full of shit. And I hope that this is what you guys wanted to do. It's a fucking circus act. Devin is a real fighter, and you showed no respect up there. You showed no respect for what he's done for boxing. He's a 2-division champion and undisputed champion, and you're a piece of shit.
That's not kind of you to say.
Well, I mean, I'm just telling you the truth.
Why are the fans booing him then?
Well, I mean, that's because a part of it. We are in LA. This is a great boxing market, right? But it's made up predominantly of Hispanic fans that cheer for Ryan Garcia, and that's quite all right.
Well, it's okay. It's okay to be the bad guy.
But listen, and it's okay to be the bad guy, but it's not good for you to be the piece of shit that you are.
Well, explain what you mean by that.
Well,
what did I do specifically?
Well, you didn't describe him for who he was.
Michael Buffer introduced him.
No, but you on the stage, you painted Ryan Garcia as if he's won something. He's a PED drug cheat. You never said that. That's really.
I did. I asked your son specifically if the punishment fit the crime. I asked your son that specifically, and he said he was at peace at it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the punishment is one thing, but how you describe what that fighter is and what he is, you didn't do.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. I have the most respect for your son. I think he's amazing at it.
I don't think that you do. I think that you are political, right? You did just what you wanted to do, and you got it off. I mean, and that's what this promotion has been about. But number 9.
But we're trying to sell a fight here. You know this, right?
Well, you sell it right.
All right, here's your chance to sell it.
Right. You sell it right. March 2nd, Devin will come in, and he's going to be what he's going to be a better version of Devin Haney, just like he said.
There you go. You still feel that way about me? Come on. Give me a hug.
No.
All right. Come on, Bill. You're just all right. He's out here. All right. Back to you guys.
Yeah. Then he tried to kiss up to Bill at the end of it. And Bill told him, he said, give me a hug. Bill said, no. Yeah. You see? So that's why, you guys, when I started this live, I was kind of fumbling over my words because I had just heard Bill defend himself and his son and their position because I felt like Bill felt. And that was Bill in control. So hats off to him, like I said. That was him in control dealing with that guy. And he let him know exactly. Todd Grisham. He let him know exactly where he was coming from. He called him a piece of shit. It wasn't nice what they were doing to Devin. And Devin showed class by answering questions in his own way and handling the circumstances in his own way. But they sure as hell were trying to drag him, like I said, through the mud and through the glass, broken glass. Ali had to deal with some of the most racist, ignorant pundits during his career. And as a young man, he handled them. he handled them well with strength and intelligence, and also the threat of putting his foot in someone's behind for getting out of place with him. Some of that came off like jokes, but a whole hell of a lot of it was not jokes. Not one iota. These broadcasters have gotten beside themselves, especially when they want to denigrate the black athlete. Big time. Yeah, Jamal Davis. Devin has a chance to end up back on top. He definitely has what it takes. And you know what it is too? Besides his talent and abilities, the character, Jamal Davis, the character, something that Stormy B-Man talks about all the time. And I said, he's facing the toughest opposition on this card. And Jose Carlos Ramirez has shown himself to be class as well. He hasn't fallen into the doldrums of what they tried to do. They even tried to ask him during questioning on that presser about Devin having taken a beating and everything. And he was like shying away from that. He was like, listen, I'm here to compete with this man. You know, all of that other stuff. He was basically saying, leave that at the door. But I'm glad you guys could hear it clearly, because I was listening in my feedback in my ear and I could hear it too. But you see, that's why I wanted to play it for you, because isn't that something? And Devin did not take a beating. He did not. But they keep saying it, just like they keep saying that Tyson Fury won all 3 fights with Wilder, and the first fight was declared a draw when Wilder knocked his ass out in the 12th round. They cheated. And even though they called it a draw, these people run around today talking about it like Fury got the win, and he didn't. You see, this is why you have to stay on top of things in this sport of boxing. You got these fools and goons out here every week staying on business, staying on bullcrap, really, and we have to stand on business. It's crazy. Imagine if everybody stood on business. They wouldn't be able to do these things, but you give room for it by selling out.
Bill Haney.
Yes.
What would your reaction have been?
Listen, man, I've been slapped in the face a lot. Not by a man, though. There's something more disrespectful. Fighters are accustomed.
I'm going to try to run that clip with Bill back one more time, and we can make some final comments on that, you guys. But I just want to be able to stress how important it is that Bill handled this man the way he was supposed to. And he spoke about how they conducted the presser. So here we go. I'll play it one more time for you guys.
Bill Haney.
Yes, Bill Haney is here, and your son is still the undisputed champion of the world. I know you wanted to get that out.
Youngest undisputed champion of the world, and you're full of shit.
Me?
You're full of shit. And I hope that this is what you guys wanted to do. It's a fucking circus act. Devin is a real fighter, and you showed no respect up there. You showed no respect for what he's done for boxing. He's a 2-division champion and undisputed champion, and you're a piece of shit.
That's not kind of you to say.
Well, I mean, I'm just telling you the truth.
Why are the fans booing him then?
Well, I mean, that's because a part of it. We are in LA. This is a great boxing market, right? But it's made up predominantly of Hispanic fans that cheer for Ryan Garcia, and that's quite all right.
Well, it's okay. It's okay to be the bad guy.
But listen, and it's okay to be the bad guy, but it's not good for you to be the piece of shit that you are.
Well, explain what you mean by that.
Well,
what did I do specifically?
Well, you didn't describe him for who he was.
Michael Buffer introduced him.
No, but you on the stage, you painted Ryan Garcia as if he's won something. He's a PED drug cheat. You never said that. That's really.
I did. I asked your son specifically if the punishment fit the crime. I asked your son that specifically, and he said he was at peace at it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the punishment is one thing, but how you describe what that fighter is and what he is, you didn't do.
Okay. Well,
now see, what's interesting right there, Bill pointed that out to him, that he did not call Ryan a drug cheat and a guy who had been suspended for running afoul in the sport. You see, he did create the type of environment like Ryan is a hero and Ryan is a victim and Devin is the bad guy. And like Bill said, being out there in LA, yes, it's a heavy, predominantly Hispanic crowd, but they never made Ryan feel uncomfortable about why he's been suspended. They never made Ryan feel uncomfortable that he had done something wrong and to acknowledge that he's done wrong. They never did anything like that. They created an environment and talked about him being like a celebrated person when he has never even won a world title. Ramirez has won a title. Haney has won a title. Rolly has won a title. Teofimo has won a title. What is Ryan known for?
I'm sorry you feel that way. I have the most respect for your son. I think he's amazing at it.
I don't think that you do. I think that you are political, right? You did just what you wanted to do, and you got it off. I mean, and that's what this promotion has been about. But number 9.
But we're trying to sell a fight here. You know this, right?
Well, you sell it right.
All right, here's your chance to sell it.
Right. You sell it right. March 2nd, Devin will come in, and he's going to be what he's going to be a better version of Devin Haney, just like he said.
There you go. You still feel that way about me? Come on. Give me a hug.
No.
All right. Come on, Bill. You're just all right. He's out.
You see that? Like I said, shout out to Bill for being a consummate professional and handling these guys the way he's supposed to. The way he's supposed to. One last time, I'll stop it as I want to make a comment.
Bill Haney.
Yes, Bill Haney is here, and your son is still the undisputed champion of the world. I know you wanted to get that out.
Youngest undisputed champion of the world, and you're full of shit.
Me?
You're full of shit. And I hope that this is what you guys wanted to do. It's a fucking circus act. Devin is a real fighter, and you showed no respect up there. You showed no respect for what he's done for boxing. He's a 2-division champion and undisputed champion, and you're a piece of shit.
You see, Bill checked him right there in the door, right in the gate, because like he said, Devin is the most decorated fighter on that panel. And he talked about Devin as if he had been battered. He's at the end of his career. He's like struggling to stay alive and survive and all of that. Highly offensive to a fighter with the accomplishments of Devin. Highly. None of those guys on the panel would have left the USA to go fight in another country for the undisputed title like Devin did. Back-to-back deal where he had to fight the man twice. None of them would have done that. Salute to my brother EJ out there in the Cash App, man. Thank you so much, brother, for your support. He says Haney ain't playing because they have the ninja sword. You better believe it, man. That Bill and Devin are on a mission, man. And they got to collect heads, man. They got to collect heads.
That's not kind of you to say.
Well, I mean, I'm just telling you the truth.
Why are the fans booing him then?
Well, I mean, that's because a part of it. We are in LA. This is a great boxing market, right? But it's made up predominantly of Hispanic fans that cheer for Ryan Garcia, and that's quite all right.
Well, it's okay. It's okay to be the bad guy.
But listen, and it's okay to be the bad guy, but
it's okay to be the bad guy. Devin is the good guy. Ryan is the bad guy. Ryan is the one that tested positive for PEDs. Ryan is the one who cheated. Ryan is the one that was walking around at the weigh-in drinking on bottles of alcohol and things of that nature, intentionally did not make the contracted weight to fight for the titles that Devin held. He still ain't fought for a world title. He's the bad guy. You see how these fools try to switch it? Well, it's okay to be the bad guy. What the hell do you mean it's okay to be the bad guy? You see, these people actually believe their own bull crap. And they have a microphone and a camera and a platform. And they could talk to idiots that be sitting out there at home or in the audience and everything, eating that stuff up. And they're being disingenuous to the people. What kind of foolishness is this, man? That's right, universal truth, insanity.
It's not good for you to be the piece of shit that you are.
Well, explain what you mean by that.
Well,
what did I do specifically?
Well, you didn't describe him for who he was.
Michael Buffer introduced him.
No, but you on the stage, you painted Ryan Garcia as if he's won something. He's a PED drug cheat.
That's right. He painted Ryan as if he's the accomplished fighter. He treated Devin as if Devin was the guy who hasn't done anything. And they kept talking about Devin taking a beating. From who? Ryan throws a nice left hook. But even on PEDs, he couldn't knock Devin out. We've seen what that left hook has done to other people, right? Yeah. But Devin went down and got up and finished the damn fight. 3 times he got up. This is crazy, man. Like Universal says, absolute, complete insanity. This world is so wicked, man. You should be able to see the demons as they walk down the street now. My goodness.
You never said that that's really.
I did. I asked your son specifically if the punishment fit the crime. I asked your son that specifically, and he said he was at peace at it.
Yeah.
He said that he asked the son if the punishment fit the crime. You should be determining if the punishment fit the crime. Ryan, who possibly fights every 8-9 months anyway, it was not even a suspension for him. And even when they did impose the suspension, they made it retro, meaning like I think they gave him this suspension in August, late August or something like that. And they made it retro back to April, which means when the next April roll around, it'll be a year to the day that he's fought. But the suspension isn't covering the time. It's not time served.
Yeah, well, I mean, the punishment is one thing, but how you describe what that fighter is and what he is, you didn't do.
Okay, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. I have the most respect for your son. I think he's amazing at it.
I don't think that you do. I think that you are political, right? You did just what you wanted to do, and you got it off. I mean, and that's what this promotion has been about. But number 9.
But we're trying to sell a fight here. You know this, right?
Well, you sell it right.
We're trying to sell a fight here by lifting up a drug cheat and putting down a 2-time world champion, an accomplished man and father and son in the sport. Man, if you don't get all the way the hell up out of here, man. But this is what they do to us, y'all. That's why you have to be able to play it and hear it for yourselves. Because even me talking about it, I can't fix my words because of what my feeling and emotion about this. Because this is not just at Devin and Bill. This is what they think of you all. The black representation in the sport, man. This is what they think of you.
You sell it
Here's
right.
your chance to sell it
right. You sell it right. March 2nd, Devin will come in and he's going to be what he's going to be a better version of Devin Haney, just like he said.
There you go. You still feel that way about me? Come on. Give me a hug.
No.
All right. Come on, Bill. You're just all right. He's out here. All right. Back to you guys. May 2nd.
Wow, that I didn't see coming, Sergio.
I have.
So let me try to interpret some of that, because I know from talking to the Haneys over the last 6 months or so, they've been upset about a couple of things. Number one, the idea that Devin doesn't have a chin, and this is something you and I have argued about. They believe that, hey, the fact that he got up from all those knockdowns is proof that he does have a chin. I happen to agree with that because I think you get clipped eventually when you take on high-level opponents. They have a problem with that. They also have a problem with this, what they see as a brushing under the rug of Ryan Garcia's positive test. He is in there.
Now, first of all, for Chris Mannix to say all of those knockdowns, he was knocked down 3 times in one fight. Vladimir Klitschko was knocked down like 5 times, if I'm not mistaken, possibly 6, against the Nigerian Nightmare. They never said he was battered. They never said that he was beaten. They never suggested that he retire. No. No. It's bad, man, when it gets like this. This type of representation is horrible.
In their mind, being feted as a hero, as somebody, a conquering hero coming back to the boxing ring. What they want to do is remind people that there's a reason he's been out of the ring for the last year.
Look, it's only a matter of time till all of us get called a bad word by Bill Haney. He's passionate about his son, all right? And he has...
This has nothing to do with Bill being passionate about his son. This guy, Mora, you know, he cannot hide his bias. And that's okay. You like Ryan Garcia in more than one way, sexually even. But the mere fact that you're trying to say that this is about Bill protecting his son, no, he is managing his son. It is like he is overseeing his career, and he's speaking properly about how you guys go after them. The man has done no wrong. No failed drug tests, no missing weights, no being in the police blotter. And you can't say anything about his boxing ability. As soon as a man drop him and he get down on the canvas, you're talking about he should retire, even though he got up and finished the fight. He's 26 years old. Are you talking about he should retire? I'm not going to play no more of this. Oh, he's a snake, all right, King Style. He's a snake, all right. But I just thought, you know, I would share that with you guys, man. Because that, you know, wasn't that some straight foolishness? And I'm glad I was watching it because, like I said, Nerds was supposed to be on tonight. Drew ran into some situations, so we said we'll, you know, make it for next week. Then I'm watching that presser, and I'm like, oh no, I gotta say something about this. I gotta do a live on this. I gotta do a live. I didn't want to do a video. I'm like, I gotta do a live on this. This is crazy. It's amazing how many people watch this live too. I'm not even going to reveal the number, but you see I only got 28 likes. So King Styles, there's a lot more snakes out there than just on that Matchroom DAZN broadcast, huh? Yeah. Salute to you, Jeff Spark. Salute to you. Yeah. I guess we're going to hear from my man, the Focus Ball.
Get ready to take your striking game to the next level with the Focus Ball. Dramatically improved footwork, timing, head movement, hand-eye coordination, reflex, and overall fight IQ. It's lightweight and extremely portable, so you can train every time, everywhere. When you don't have a coach to do mitt work, get a Focus Ball. When you don't have a heavy bag to hit, get a Focus Ball. When you don't have a sparring partner, get yourself a Focus Ball. And when you just want to have fun punching and kicking, get a Focus Ball. When you train with the Focus Ball, you train your eyes and your brain to read punches so that you can hit and not get hit, making this very simple device a must-have for all combat sports athletes and enthusiasts alike. So if you want to take your striking game to the next level, don't wait. Get the Focus Ball now.
Yeah. Better get you some of that merchandise, man. Get it while it's hot. Yeah. But listen, I've been on here long enough, man. I just wanted to come on and do a quick pop-up live on this particular subject. You guys will have plenty more to see and discuss because I'm sure some other brothers and sisters are going to comment on this. But it just wouldn't sit with me to not say something immediate, my immediate reaction. And that's what I did. So, I hope that some others, it didn't sit well with them as well, that they can come out and voice their thoughts on this whole situation. So with that being said, I'm going to get ready to get on out of here, man. I want to say, shout out to the mighty LDBC, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace to everybody. Enjoy your week ahead. Yeah.